Dota Underlord Mechanics Guide Series Damage Calculation. By the end of this video, you will learn about how many damage type there is, how the different damage types interact with modifiers like armor and magic resist, and how many heroes are magical based or physical based. Make sure to stay until the end. I will be talking to you about the Reddit special tier list project.
Hakunah Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakunah Matata, ain't no passing grace.
There are 3 damage types in Dota underlord. 1. Physical damage is reduced by armor and scales with levels or buffs. This is the most common type of damage you are going to be doing early on in the game, which makes chainmail a really good item to pick up in the early stages of the game. Physical damage comes from 2 sources: your hero's regular attacks and your hero's spells. Physical damage is represented in the game by the green bar in the HUD. But how do you know which hero spells does physical damage? Don't worry about it. Here is a slide I made regrouping all physical spell-based heroes in the game. Make sure to be putting a Blightstone on one of them to maximize your damage. If you want to know more about Blightstone, I made a video on it. It is going to be in the annotation above. Magical damage is reduced by magic resist and countered by some of the mechanics we are going to be discussing later. It won't be a huge part of your damage early on, but it is present a lot. Most of the heroes in the game have magical based spells, even though it doesn't make sense in some weird cases. Which makes me think about re-evaluating the Scaled Alliance perk and the magic resist items. Maybe they are more valuable than we think. So magical damage is represented by the blue bar in the HUD. Items that deal damage are also listed under magical spell damage, although they show as a purple bar in the HUD. Here is the long list of the magical spell based heroes. I couldn't fit all of them into one without losing visibility, so I guess you have to do with 3 slides. Pure damage often comes under the form of spells, beside the Demon Alliance, which turn 50% of all damage into pure. It can't be reduced by anything in the game and does the exact amount of damage every time. It is however shown in the HUD in blue, the same as magical spell damage. I don't know why. There are only 4 spell-based heroes in the game, making them extremely useful when it comes to countering heavy armored champions and knights. Here is the slide. Now that we know every damage type that exists into the game, we will need to learn about the mechanics that interacts with damage calculation. We have armor. Armor reduces or increases, if negative, physical damage. The physical damage that a unit takes from spells and attacks. It comes under the form of the Warrior Alliance or Chainmail. Magical resist reduces magical damage a unit takes from spells. We have it under the form of cloaks and the Scaled Alliance. Evasion allows the unit to dodge an incoming attack when evaded. The attack gets completely nullified. Damage block reduces physical attack damage a unit takes by a flat amount. Vanguard item. Damage negation causes entire instance of damage to deal no damage to its targets, like the Abaddon skills or the Templar Assassin ability. Invulnerability is an effect that renders the target completely immune to all status effect and damage, like Puck's phase shift. Spell immunity is a modifier which prevents most spells to target the affected unit. This includes single targeted spells, area spells, and active abilities we have it under the form of Black King bar. So the thing to keep in mind is that damage block is only reducing your regular attacks. It's not going to interfere with physical spells, damage negation. What is crazy to note is there are two heroes in the game who can counter pure damage in a certain way, and that is Abaddon and Templar Assassin, because they have a damage negation mechanic in their spells. I am super excited, guys, about the Reddit's tier list items. We are doing a guide series on items where we analyze every item and give it a certain ranking based on your opinion, mainly Redditors. You can join us in Reddit. You will find the poll there, and make sure to vote. Try giving the item the ranking that you think it deserves compared to your knowledge about the other tier 1 items. That is going to be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you liked the video, leave a dislike if you didn't like the video, and I will see you guys next time.